there is somebody who is outgrowing a friendship. I do feel that very strongly. You're still in the friendship, but you're definitely outgrowing it. One of the friends is very sort of unsure of themselves, sort of insecure, and maybe even a bit jealous, a bit spiteful, and a sort of tit for tat, but more passively behind the scenes. Kind of always needs to be the center of attention and gets kind of jealous. And I'm saying kind of just to make it sound good. She gets jealous and insecure. The other friend is coming out as the Empress. They're nurturing and upright and feminine and kind, and not in their needy, desperate, attention-seeking energy. People are attracted to them naturally. Yes, people sort of are always flirting with them and approaching them, wanting to date them, showing interest in them, doing kind gestures for them, complimenting them. And I get the feeling that that makes this other friend feel away. I think the Empress is outgrowing the Queen of Wands in reverse. Yeah, very disconnected. This friend is... This Queen of Wands reverse is very apathetic and ungrateful, and sort of whenever she doesn't get her way, she will literally disconnect, and she will only see those 3 cups that she has. She won't see that someone's handing her a 4th one. She misses a lot. She's only worried about herself, and she comes off as ungrateful. She does not like when the other one gets a lot of attention. Queen of Cups is also what the Empress is. Very in tune with others' emotions, very kind. Very, very aware of other people's emotions around her. I think that this Empress does know about the Queen of Wands in reverse. I think she's pretty sure what's happening. And this Knight of Cups could even be her extending gestures and compliments to that friend. But it really doesn't matter how nice she is to this Queen of Wands in reverse, because at the end of the day, she's very insecure and unsure of herself, and she has an abandonment wound. So there's really no amount of gestures or kindness or compliments or including her or inviting her or whatever is going to be enough, because regardless of what happens, she's very disconnected and discontent and ungrateful and has an abandonment wound. She feels left out no matter what. No matter what. There's nothing that this Empress Queen of Cups can do. There's nothing that, you know, she tries to build an emotional connection. And yeah, Queen of Pentacles. She's coming out as 2 queens and the Empress. She's very much so grounded, very, very sure of herself and sure of her own energy. She's a boss. Her money is up, and she knows how to sort of call the shots and run a home and still be kind at the same time. With this friendship, there's really a tower that's being avoided. There needs to be a complete dismantle of the entire relationship, because they're just on 2 different levels energetically. One friend has a lot of healing to do, and this Empress has really just outgrown this Queen of Wands in reverse. It's moving a little bit chaotic, and it's moving a little bit, it just sort of feels like dramatic. It's just not really this Empress's cup of tea. She almost feels like she's being delayed energetically by dealing with this other woman's kind of chaos and poor decision making. There seems to always be drama that follows her everywhere she goes, because she sort of creates these scenarios in her head and makes everything about her. She can't really regulate her own emotions because of this abandonment wound and this insecurity and this jealousy. And so she expects everybody, like if she's upset, she wants everybody else to be upset. She won't let any other cards come out of my hand right now until I'm done talking about her. She wants me to focus on her. She wants me to see what's wrong with her. How can I help her regulate her adult emotions? Okay, Page of Cups. She has childish emotions. Page of Pentacles. It's like she is not emotionally regulated. She can be sweet at times, very childlike, but with Page of Pentacles and Page of Cups, we're looking at somebody who is curious about getting money, is curious about regulating their emotions, is curious about being stable, is curious about creating new opportunities, is very sweet in nature, but it's getting out of hand because she's too grown to act this way. She should have at least bare minimum advanced to a Knight at this point. Bare minimum. I'm going to turn her in reverse because she was that shadow card, just so I can understand what's happening here with this energy. But you know, it's coming off as it really doesn't matter whatever gesture this Empress is trying to make this Queen of Wands in reverse feel included. It's just not ever going to be enough. She's very tit for tat. She's very has to get even when there's no issue. It's causing a lot of friction within their friend group. or possibly they may work together, or they may have a community together, a friend together, or something like that. There may even be like a relationship that the Empress is in, right? Because the Empress is a mom, so it's very possible that she has a family unit. Okay, so this could be like her and her man and her kid, or maybe just her and her 2 kids, or this could be at work. I'm not really sure yet. We'll see. But whatever this group dynamic is, it's this collab situation. It's not collabing. It's making everything uncomfortable for everybody. And it's not harmonious at all. The Empress is really just getting to the point of we're done here. Yeah, she doesn't want to keep trying in this connection. She doesn't want to keep entertaining this victim mindset that this other one has, this learned helplessness and this blame game and this blame shifting and projecting her issues on everybody else and her insecurities onto everybody else. This Empress has not done anything wrong. In all actuality, she is continuing to sort of lower her own vibration to sort of try and get on the same level as this one, to help her out and kind of see her point of view and help her. But it's like she's kind of feeling defeated at this point. Like, I can't keep playing along like you're not doing this to yourself. At the end of the day, you're just not fulfilled within yourself. And there's nothing that I can do to repair that connection, because you're internally conflicted. And that internal chaos is coming out on everybody else. You're picking fights with everybody else because your cup is not fulfilled. You haven't healed your own heart. You haven't done the work to make yourself be secure within yourself. You're looking for outside validation from everybody, but it still doesn't matter, because you're just not, you don't validate yourself. You're not sure of yourself. You're insecure within yourself. You don't love yourself. You let people break your heart because you're looking to get your heart broken. You don't even realize it. You're not regulated. You can't expect everybody else to stop the show every time you're sad, especially if you're sad 24/7. You make it hard to be a good friend because you're literally just not, there's no reciprocity, and I'm getting drained. So of course you can have sad days, and of course you can be upset, and of course you can voice your opinion and even trauma dump from time to time, right? That's what friends are for. You can vent and you can have feelings and emotions, and sometimes huge emotions. July 10th, 11th, and 12th could all be very significant. 2015, 2007 could be significant. And the 18th could also be very significant. You may have an 18-year-old, I'm hearing, or 24. You could be 24. You could have a 7-year-old. You could be born on the 24th. This right here is somebody they're conflicted no matter what. They're insecure no matter what. You know, there's only so many times that you can be there to match that energy or cater to that energy or baby that energy when there's really no resolution. So I do feel that this Empress is feeling very much so just drained. It's like she's overworking, but the work is going nowhere. She's just working for nothing. It's like a hamster wheel. She's running, but at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter. I think she's realizing that she's actually putting just too much effort. If you notice, I just noticed this, she has 5 simple, really 4, this is the group. She has 4 simple cards to explain what's going on here. She's nurturing, she's grounded, she pours into herself, she's feminine, she's upright, she's all of those things. And this lady has so many goddamn conflicting emotions. It's actually like overshadowing this one. And it's not overshadowing in a sense of she wants external validation. It's overshadowing her internally. I mean, it's stomping on her soul. It's like it's killing her vibration. It's too much. There needs to be something that gets fixed here. There's too much. She's just forever unsatisfied. Forever. I mean, there's something there where it's like this effort that she's putting into this friendship is now becoming, it's too much. Every time she calls her, she's complaining. Every time they go somewhere, there's a problem. Every time she invites her somewhere, she has to tell a whole trauma dump. Every time she gets dressed up, she doesn't get dressed up enough. And this other one is, well, you wear a shirt better than me. And that guy talked to you and I like him, but I gotta, and it's just becoming a thing where it's like, damn, bitch, you like everybody. So I can't talk to anybody. I can't do anything. You think every friend belongs to you and nobody else can have a conversation aside from you, but you're not realizing that because you're so damn needy and internally restless that you just 10 of Pentacles in reverse. It's like you don't have the traits it takes to maintain your life. You don't. You have a void. You'll never fulfill a legacy. You'll never get a long-term relationship. You don't have the tools that it takes in your toolbox to build what you need to build. That's the truth. And it's coming off as very like controlling. It's coming off as like you want to control everybody that this Empress talks to and everybody that she deals with. And every time she gets her nails done, she has to feel guilty because you didn't get your nails done. And every time, I mean, it's making her, she doesn't see it clearly. So it's, she's bitter. And look, she's, yeah, oh, wow. Both of these are in neutral. She wants to be a queen, right? She wants to see things clearly. She doesn't. She doesn't. But also, this Empress is holding back from telling the truth because she sees it. And it's like, bitch, you're going to make me really tell you about yourself. I'm trying to be nice because I see it. It's not that I don't see it. It's not in reverse. It's upright or neutral. And I do see it. You're going to make me pop off and you don't want to hear about yourself. She sees what she's trying to do. She wants to run the show. She wants to control it, but it's getting out of control. This friendship is now directionless. It's really going nowhere fast, very quickly. If anything, it's backtracking. I just had to download. This Empress gets very embarrassed when she takes this Queen of Wands everywhere with her because she embarrasses her in front of other people. She does not know how to act. This can't be someone who represents her and who she is. She in front of clients, in front of family, in front of in public in general, she can't take her to be representing her as a friend. It's just not working anymore. October could be significant. 1985 could be significant. May 8th and August 5th could also be significant. This is becoming. How much does this Empress have to dim her light to accommodate this other friend? 11:11 on the timer. It's just simply not working. Now we're not moving forward with a sense of purpose and ambition. We're not being calculated in our steps. We're not making sense. We look a mess. And I can't say anything because then I'll hurt your feelings, but it's getting to the point where how long am I supposed to bite my tongue? Because we're both adults here and you're acting like you're in 4th grade and you can't regulate your own pouty emotions, and it's becoming embarrassing. It's becoming embarrassing. It's draining. I can't defend this anymore. I can't cater to this anymore. How long are we going to continue like this? Are you not seeing a trend here? You look a mess. You look a mess. So King of Wands right here in a shadow form. Oh, wow. Now, this is very telling. And 9 of Pentacles in the shadow form is like she's very codependent. She relies on the validation from others to validate her, to make her feel worthy, and it's still not enough. She doesn't realize that she's kind of like an emotional bully. Like, well, you're having fun with your friends, so now I'm going to go throw a fit in public, and now you got to follow me to the bathroom and hear me cry for 30 minutes, and everybody's at the table waiting for us because you can't get it together. No, you can't. And if I don't cater to you, then that's an even bigger deal. And it's getting to the point where it's like, how old are we now? How long do we have to regulate these emotions? How long does everybody have to tiptoe and act unhappy because you're unhappy? How long? We can't keep doing this. If we act happy, you get mad. If we're too happy, but God forbid, if we have an actual valid issue, do you cater to us in that way? No, because you only see your problems. It's giving very covert narcissist. It's giving very victim mindset and learned helplessness and attention and needy and just very, very immature and juvenile and selfish, self-centered, self-absorbed. It's just not working. It's not working. She's trying to kind of overshadow her insecurities with this over cockiness, this overconfidence, but it's not authentic, and it's rude and it's weird and it comes off odd, and she says really rude things, and you're tired. Empress is tired. I'm not assuming who's who. The Empress is tired of catering to this and letting these rude little comments and things pass because she's acknowledging she's insecure, so she's going to let her make it. But at a certain point, you're going to have to respect me because now it's getting out of control. I've been as nice as I can be. I've been as nice as I could possibly be. Just because you lie to yourself doesn't mean I have to lie to myself. I see the truth. I'm tired of not saying it. This relationship desperately needs to transform. Scorpio energy on the board. I do feel that this Empress could be a Scorpio. The Tower. It is about to come crashing down. There is going to be a moment where it's like, I actually just can't take this anymore. The Lovers. Yeah, you have a decision to make on the connections that you're keeping around you at this point, especially if they're preventing you from evolving. I mean, it really is a problem. The Moon here, there's just a lot that this Queen of Wands in reverse keeps under the surface, and it's kind of sneaky energy, but it's also, she lacks intuition and she lacks the ability to read a room. Pisces energy, and the Empress, her intuition is telling her like, it's time to end this. I see what's going on under the hood. I see why the car doesn't start all the way. I see why it breaks down. I see why the car's overheating. I see why this is not working properly, because she's just not willing to look at it. And at some point, it's like you have to be aware of what's actually happening. You lack situational awareness. You lack the ability to read a room. You lack the ability to examine your internal self, and it's not working anymore. 3 of Cups in reverse. It's definitely causing issues within the friend group, within any group. This no longer feels celebratory. This no longer feels happy and joyful and, you know. Two of Cups. I do think that y'all probably have known each other a very long time, and at one point there was a soulmate sort of bond. But this could also be, to me, that it's kind of affecting your relationship with your partner. I do feel that probably more so. So I don't get that this person is your soulmate. I get that you maybe sense the codependency in it, but I do feel that maybe you have a relationship, or you know that it would affect your relationship if you were to get one. Temperance. Yeah, you're gonna have to just kind of let go. Okay, yeah, you probably have known this person a very long time. I think you have, and you've been, look, this Two of Pentacles just came out. You have been juggling it for quite some time now. But nonetheless, you've known them a very long time. But this could also mean that you have kids and a family to worry about with the Six of Cups. But, you know, nonetheless, regardless, it's time to end it. I think you feel a sense of loyalty, but nah. And this is also Scorpio energy, Five of Cups, but in reverse. You've already grieved this relationship, this loss, because this person has not been connected to you for a very long time. Also, this person is stuck in the past and their sadness, and it lingers. It lingers. And this person only really thinks of themselves. You're actually sacrificing your success and your happiness and your fulfillment, your goals, your ambition, your opportunities with this connection. It's definitely time to end it. Yeah, you're trying to do the upright thing, but it's really a burden. It's really a burden. You're trying. You've tried morally and with your integrity, and you've been very respectful, very kind, a little too understanding, a little too respectful. You really let a lot of things slide that you typically wouldn't, because it is this person, and you do feel for them. You do see what's going on here, and you know that they really don't mean it deep down inside. They're just a hurt person, but hurt people, you know, and it's becoming overwhelming, and you've got to prioritize yourself at this point. Let me get one more card, please. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this reading up. Yeah. You're lying to yourself if you think for 1 second it doesn't need to come to an end. You've got to be honest, and you know it. And I think this is just your confirmation. It's probably been on your conscience for a while now. The 4th could be significant, and April 7th could also be significant. 1974, you could be 47. Someone around you could be 47 or born in 74. July 4th. Something significant could have happened on the 4th. It could be life path 4, life path 7. Nonetheless, it's definitely time to go ahead and close this cycle out, and let's, you know, just be very honest about what's happening here, because it's depleting you. It's depleting you. Yeah. I said I wouldn't even take any more cards, but you just need to sort of be in your own thoughts right now, and so does this person, because they need to really look at what's going on here, that they're not being even with everyone around them. They're expecting too much, and they're not giving anything. They're draining everybody around them. It's a draining situation. This person has some healing to do, but most importantly, some self-reflection, for sure. And I think it is worth saying, this is why, because this type of person, they won't understand. Well, what do you mean we can't talk anymore? We can't be friends? And this isn't even somebody that you can say, I'm busy today. You have to sit them down and say, this is what it is. Even if you send them a voice clip or a video or something like that, or, you know, do it where they have to listen to it, where they can't interrupt you. Because I do get that it's hard to communicate with this person. But you've tried to work it out enough times. You're not the bad guy here. That's a promise. Spirit is confirming that. Yeah. They'll have to find their own way. They'll have to crash before they rebuild. But this is their tower, because if you stay long enough, it'll be your tower too. And you've done the work. You've done the work, and you've overcome a lot. So you know how to stand on your own. You know how to be fair and generous. And this is depleting you. It's going the other way, for sure. So Spirit says it's okay. It's time to end it.